Alright, match 2 of Budget Mono Blue Affinity. We won the die roll again. Very auspicious. We won it by a lot too, 6-1. That's gotta be a sign, right? Opponent's playing a Kahira deck. We have a reasonably good start. We don't have... we don't have a Springleaf Drum, but other than that, it's pretty good, so we'll keep. If we had Springleaf Drum and or a Thoughtcast effect, I'd be a bit more sold on it, but we do get to play Mirror Enforcer on turn 2 most likely. Because they played a Kahira, it's reasonably likely that they're playing the blue-white control deck that plays main deck Chalices, and I don't really want to play Misfault Bridge, clearly signaling that we're Affinity, and then run ourselves into a Chalice on 0 and lose everything, so that's why I played it like that. We play Springleaf Drum. We play... let's just play Mirror Enforcer. I don't want to show them the cranial plating. I want to get at least one good swing in with cranial plating, because it's likely that since they're playing a white X deck in 2021 Modern, that they're playing prismatic ends and could just deal with cranial plating pretty easily. And that'd be very sad. So I want to smash their face in at least a little bit with it first. Opponent fetches. We've seen a Ketria Triome, and what's this next one? Hollowed Fountain tapped. Plays Flamekin Harbinger, so they're playing the Elementals deck. Okay. I'm not that afraid of the Elementals deck. They play Risen Reef. We play a Sojourner's Companion for free. We play a Cranial Plating. We equip up our Ornithopter. And attack for 1,000,000. What do they have? They're playing Elementals, so they do just have free spells. Alright, they take a bunch of damage. Opponent plays Risen Reef. I assume they've got to have like a Fury or something too. Otherwise it wouldn't make sense that they would just play a 3-drop and pass like they're not going to die. Yeah, plays Fury, kills Ornithopter Memnite, I assume. Or at least tries to. Two damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. We will Welding Jar or Ornithopter. Make you try a bit harder than that. Alright, so our opponent could have Solitude, so we're just going to attack like... If we attack like this, they can Solitude one thing and they still have to block Mirror Enforcer, ditching the Risen Reef. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Okay. Attack, attack. Possibly move Cranial Plating. Yep, there's Solitude. Let's see if our opponent sees the line. Get rid of our Ornithopter, that's fine. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. But do they block the Mirror Enforcer? They do. Okay, so since they blocked, we're gonna just cast Thoughtcast. Cast another Thoughtcast. More Thoughtcast, interesting. Go ahead and Cranial Plating up a boy. Pass the turn. We got a lot of draw spells, but not a lot of action out of that turn. But our opponent is running out of stuff to do at least. We might just have this game already, depending. Opponent fetches. That's fine. Opponent fetches again. That's fine. 2 cards in hand and a Kahira. And the companion zone gets Kahira. Are they just planning to block with Kahira? Well, we can play Thoughtcast now, still leave up Metallic Rebuke, play Springleaf Drum, attack, attack, leave up Metallic Rebuke, see what happens. Opponent blocks, takes 4. Alright, we'll cast Thought Monitor. Cast Mirror Enforcer, pass the turn. Alright, cool. Yeah, that got pretty crazy towards the end there, but... Alright, so moving to sideboard. We want Metallic Rebuke, we want... We might want Edge Champion. Stub doesn't seem like it does much, Needle doesn't seem like it does much. Cage and Crypt don't seem like they do much. Edge Champion seems decent. We can ditch... What do we want to ditch? Cut a Mirror Enforcer. Cut... a Welding Jar, cut a Nettle Cyst, I think. Maybe we bring in the Stubs next game, but it depends on what we see. Let's run it like that. So we still have a Welding Jar in case they have Artifact Destruction. I still think they probably have mostly exile effects, though. This hand's medium, we can keep it. Well, do we want to? We go Darksteel Citadel, Memnite. Frogmite or Cranial Plating. Ugh. This hand's very medium, I'm gonna mulligan it. I might have messed up by mulliganing there. I'm gonna keep, get rid of Etch Champion since it takes the longest. We might use Sojourner's Companion just as a land cycle, but we have a bunch of Thoughtcast effects and we have a Metallic Rebuke, so that seems decent. Mistfall Bridge, we drew Springleaf Drum, okay. Opponent plays Triumph, passes. We draw Mirror Enforcer, play a Bridge, play a Springleaf Drum, pass the turn. And this next turn we can actually start doing things or interacting depending on what we need to, hopefully. Unless our opponent gets like wildly ahead of us here suddenly. Opponent plays Teferi. That's annoying. That means our Metallic Rebuke doesn't do anything. Didn't bounce one of our lands, though. Definitely should have. Let's Artifact Land Cycle Sojourner's Companion. Get a Mistfall Bridge. Play it. Play a Frogmite for free. Cast a Thoughtcast. Draw a bunch of Mirror Enforcers. Huh. Since they're playing an Elementals deck, I don't know if they have board wipes even after the sideboard. So we might be able to just win here. Opponent pluses Teferi again, for some reason. Cast an Ornithopter. Cast a Thought Monitor. Draw 2. Oh my god. Cast a Thought Monitor. Draw 2. Play a Darksteel Citadel. What are the chances that they have a Supreme Verdict or something? Is it relatively high? I wonder. Maybe I shouldn't play a million Mirror Enforcers here. Or maybe they Supreme Verdict now and then I play a million Mirror Enforcers and then I laugh. What's opponent doing? 4. Plays Prismatic End. You know what? I don't think that they have Supreme Verdict, so I'm just gonna make a very large board and then cross my fingers really, really hard. Let's see if they can get through it. They haven't been drawing cards with Teferi, so even if they have Supreme Verdict, they might not have it right now. Deal 4 damage with a Fury. Okay. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. Since they had to exile a card to Fury. Puts Kahira in hand. Probably has a Solitude, if I had to guess. Do they finally downtick Teferi? They do finally downtick Teferi on a Mirror Enforcer. Apparently they didn't want to downtick on Thought Monitor and let me draw some more cards. Play Darksteel Citadel. Let's attack the opponent, attack the opponent, attack Teferi. See if they have removal. They have Solitude. Do they protect Teferi or their face? They exiled their Kahira. They are protecting Teferi, that's fine. Opponent takes 6. We play Mirror Enforcer. They have 2 cards in hand. They have a Teferi that they can downtick to not die this turn. But other than that, they need to draw something. They cash in their Teferi to bounce a Mirror Enforcer. That's fine. Cracks a Flooded Strand down to 8. What do they have? Something to play main phase? A Fury, maybe? They have a Fury. Probably kills Mirror Enforcer if I had to guess. Kills the Flyers, okay. Oh, I could have Metallic Rebuked that. I'm such an idiot. I could have Metallic Rebuked that. Alright. Attack for 4. I completely forgot that Teferi was off the board at that point. They trade their Fury for it. That's fine. Play Sojourner's Companion, play Mirror Enforcer. Remember that I have a counterspell that I can actually use in my hand now. Pass the turn. I'm threatening lethal. What does opponent want to do? Plays a land. They have 2 cards in hand. Plays Tangled Florahedron. Plays Farseek. Okay. So they're on the draw something plan. Chump block once and draw something plan. If I draw exactly a Cranial Plating, I can kill them because of the Misfault Bridges. Yep, there's Cranial Plating. I'm so good at drawing Cranial Plating after that one match where I couldn't. So much better at it now. Alright, cool. I'll see you in the next one.